have been giving him money.
Mr. President,
it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with the government.
This is a man close to you, providing hundreds of thousands of dollars to Laurent Nkunda, and you sit here and tell me that this is lies and fabrications?
No, I'm saying it is possible, and I don't care, and it has nothing to do with me.
You don't care? No, you're the president of Rwanda. You say you want stability in your neighbour, the Congo.
Yes.
And then you say you don't care if senior figures in Rwanda are providing hundreds of thousands of dollars of support to a rebel leader.
I don't care because even you yourself are putting things out of context. Why I'm saying that is that Laurent Nkunda himself should be seen in the context of what produced him to be there. So you see the danger here, you are just picking one small thing and staying on it and getting it out of its own context. The fact that Laurent Nkunda exists, the fact that the genociders operated in Eastern Congo and in the Congo have a much wider context that probably you need to be talking about.
Because in late January, you authorized the arrest of Laurent Nkunda. Having mentored him and supported him for so long, why did you then decide to arrest him inside Rwanda? Indeed, interesting that he was inside Rwanda at the time.
That is the way you want to put it. He wasn't inside Rwanda, he was in the Congo. The Congolese know it. He ran to Rwanda from Congo. The time we arrested him at the border with other soldiers of his own, whom we returned to Congo, and the Congolese government have them and are integrating them in their own army. So where do you get your information from?
Why did you turn on Laurent Nkunda?
I didn't. It's a situation, first of all, that produced him, that is being addressed. And it is not only Laurent Nkunda that is being addressed and probably addressing why he existed. It is many other issues as well.
On what legal basis do you hold him?
Well, indeed, it is not a legal basis.
It's not illegal, so you hold him illegally?
It is mainly political.
So you're holding a man illegally for political reasons?
The way we are holding him suggests that we haven't arrested him under any charges. What he did, what we did, in the interest of peace and security, when he ran to Rwanda, and there was an effort underway to stabilize the Eastern Congo, we were involved in that. We are interested in having peace in the region. Wait a minute. And when he came to us, we had to confine him so that he doesn't continue to be part of the problem.
So if I get this straight, and it's important, you are holding a man, and you say on no legal basis whatsoever, simply as a trade-off, because the government of the DRC has allowed your forces, alongside their own forces, to fight the Hutu militias in Eastern Congo. As a trade-off, you agreed to detain Laurent Nkunda.
Nobody says it is a trade-off.
Well, I'm suggesting it looks like a trade-off.
Yeah, and I'm saying it is not. I'm saying it is one of the efforts we are carrying out to stabilize Eastern Congo, and Nkunda only happened to be one small part of the problem.
And in terms of that stabilization and your cooperation that we've seen in recent months with the government of DRC, with joint military operations, are you prepared to do what they want, which is hand over Laurent Nkunda to face war crimes trial in Kinshasa?
I'm saying I'm not really confining myself to Laurent Nkunda, and the way you are pushing it is as if Nkunda is the problem.
No, but it's an
important,
important specific issue. Will you hand Laurent Nkunda over?
We will decide on that when time comes, because we are discussing it with the DRC in a much wider context than just Nkunda. We are looking at other issues we are trying to achieve in terms of peace and stability along our border, and how we bring to book other groups like those who form the FDLR and other genociders. And Nkunda, if you will, is our guest. We have him.
He's a guest. He just happens to be under arrest.
He's under house arrest. It is significant to say it that way. And he has food, his family will visit him, and so on, until we decide what to do with him. And it is mainly the duty of the Congolese and ourselves will decide how best to resolve the problem.
Can you afford for Nkunda to be put on trial and tell the truth about his relationship with you, the way you financed him for so many years, and indeed the way in which your government has exploited, for example, the mineral wealth of Eastern Congo over so many years? Can you afford to let him tell the truth?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Why not?
So you will let him go
and
to
that
Congo?
probably will disprove what you are saying and what others have been accusing Rwanda of. Precisely, we're interested in that.
Well, you know what they've been accusing you of. We've got the senior researcher from Human Rights Watch, Annika von Woudenberg. She claims that there is no doubt, her word, no doubt, that your government has profited from the mineral wealth of Eastern Congo over many years.
We have profited from our own minerals. We have minerals in Rwanda, and we have profited from our own good management of our economics and our resources.
A final thought about the stabilization process that you talk about in Eastern Congo. Your forces conducted major military operations for many weeks with Congolese forces. Do you believe you have now eradicated the Hutu militias from that border area?
I think we have achieved very important milestones that will help resolve that issue. We worked with the government of Congo. We really broke the back of the FDLR that was in the Congo. Thirdly, the very important thing was the support of the population in Eastern Congo of the operations that were going on.
Are your troops all out of Eastern Congo?
Yeah, sure.
Every single one of them?
Yes.
Every single one of them?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that may be a problem because the UN has just reported that the FDLR, the main Hutu rebel group, has, in the last few days, captured several villages and a former military training school after your troops began their withdrawal. You're just going to send them back, aren't you?
Well, if the government of Congo wants us to work with them to go and deal with that part of the problem, we will stand ready to do that.
In the course of this interview, you've indicated to me that you believe there is an awful lot of anti-Rwandan propaganda, lies and fabrications told about your country. I just wonder whether you are prepared to engage with international legal institutions which want to get to the truth, which want to question you and your most senior officials about the history of your troubled region. For example, your chief of protocol, Rose Kabuye, she is due to go back to court in France to answer charges that she was involved with the shooting down of the president's plane in 1994, which kicked off the terrible genocide. Will you let her go back and face that trial?
You see, you've asked me this question and the answer is in the same area. I think it's not, how do you want us, how does the world want international justice to be dispensed? When you have one part of the world exercising or dispensing justice over others and they are not accountable themselves, that's the first question. They want to question me, but I want to question them too. They are responsible. Those same people who have this justice that is being dispensed on African countries are the very people who are responsible for the root causes of those problems in African countries. In Rwanda, the major culprits are colonialists, are others who came and messed up. Even the UN itself, the UN which came to Rwanda and purportedly was supposed to provide justice or rather security to people, in the end they were killed on their watch and they did not protect it.
Mr. President, you're making a political point. I asked you a simple question, which was, will
it is
she...
political. That point is political as well.
So are you saying she won't go back to Paris to face trial? Will she or will she not go to Paris to face trial?
But she has been going there.
She's been, yes, that's right.
Yes.
She was allowed on bail to return to Rwanda.
Whether she's going there. She's been there. She's going there twice.
And will she go there for the next phase of the trial later this month?
Sure. Especially when the file really is empty. It has nothing in it, if you are informed.
There are, of course, there are 8 other people who have been indicted on the same charges. Will they all be sent to France to face trial?
I think this case of Rose Kabuye will probably indicate that all along this has just been a farce and there's nothing in the file. So if Rose's case proves that there is nothing in the file for everybody, what do they go there to do?
Let's talk about the wider issue of international law. The International Criminal Court has arrest warrant out for